This layer right here, the aponeurosis. We have this muscle here covering the frontal bone, the frontalis. Covering the temporal bone is the temporalis. Covering the occipital bone is the occipitalis. This round one that goes around the eye is the orbicularis oculi. Round one that goes around the mouth is the orbicularis ori. This strap-like muscle that goes diagonal across the cheek is the zygomaticus major. Okay, important that it is zygomaticus major because there is a minor. You don't need to know the minor. This one right here, buccinator. Okay, it's like your cheek muscle. This one running up and down the ramus of the mandible is the masseter. This guy right here, connecting to the mastoid process, going down to the sternum, is a sternocleidomastoid. This flat one that covers the throat region is the platysma. Now, one more left. Talking about the face, we have the digastric. Digastric, two gastric bellies, two-bellied muscle. First belly is right here underneath the chin, connects to the hyoid bone, and if we follow it, we can see it coming back up from the hyoid bone here. That's the second belly of the digastric. Okay?
Which one is the
Platysma, it's this flat one here. Okay?
Can you do that one you just did one more time?
The digastric? Yeah.
It's called a...
Digastric.
Okay.
The digastric connects to the bottom of the chin and goes back, connects to the hyoid bone, and it comes back up. Yeah?
So that's one muscle or two?
No, I wouldn't touch it. It's very fragile. You don't want to break anything. I'm sorry. Only the stuff that's from that view, I'm not going to flip it, will be fair game. So, you know, just the anterior view.
Okay.
So, going on to the big muscle man, we've got...
Can we move that?
Can we move the head
yeah, sure.
out of the way?
We can move that guy.
Please.
Don't forget his chin. His cheek, I mean.
His chin's very Yeah, I'm sorry, you can't move him or touch him, but it's like, you know, like if you notice the vein that runs down the thigh, it's actually broken. Somebody broke that. That's the great saphenous vein. It wasn't me, for the record.
Here, we got you on tape.
It honestly was not me. So I'm not being responsible for moving that thing anymore. Okay, so we'll go and cover the anterior trunk muscles. Pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, rectus abdominis. This line down the middle is the linea alba. We have external obliques, and you can tell them apart because the fibers run high lateral to low medial. You have internal obliques, fibers run low lateral to high medial. Okay, so difference between the ways the fibers run will differentiate between external and internal. The same applies for obliques as it does for intercostals. External intercostals, just like external obliques, fibers run high lateral to low medial. Just like internal obliques and internal intercostals, the fibers are going to run low lateral to high medial. Okay? Now, since we're talking about obliques, we might as well finish up all the muscles for the abdominal cavity. We have these ones right here that run horizontal, called the transversus. We also have them in here, running horizontal, transversus. Okay, and we'll come back to the internal muscles a little bit later here. Let's just stick to the outside of the body for now. Alright, so another muscle is this guy right here, serratus anterior. It looks like braided hair. You can see it more clearly on this guy here. This is the serratus anterior.
They
Okay.
also consider that the serrated knife.
Yeah, the serrated knife. It's got like a serrated appearance, like a saw. That's where it gets its name. Going over the posterior muscles of the trunk, we have this muscle right here called the trapezius.
So all of that is a part
All
of
of
the
this is the trapezius. It looks like a kite if you look at it on this. It starts up here and then it goes down. So it's this big kite muscle. Okay. You've got this one right here called the latissimus dorsi. Okay. You have this guy right here, which is teres major. And you've got that little triangle in here, which is rhomboideus major. Teres major and rhomboideus major again. Teres major is this one right here. This one right here. Rhomboideus major is that tiny exposed part right there. Now if I were to go ahead, peel back all these muscles and expose rhomboideus major, it's this guy right here. So rhomboideus major is here, deep to all of these, but you can see a little bit of it right there. Okay. And I believe, okay, that's everything except for the interior muscles. And then we'll get to the arm. So, a couple more inside ones that are fair game. The iliacus, which are these muscles right here. Now if you find the kidneys, drop down directly inferior, boom, you find another muscle that fibers run up and down, quadratus lumbardum, that guy right in there. Okay, and then you've got this one right here that covers the vertebral column called psoas. Alright, turn the guy around, start working from the waist down. Got, actually, you know what, hold on, we'll do arms. So, 1 second, grab an arm. Okay. Talking arms. Triangle muscle here. This triangle one is the deltoid. You've got this one right here, biceps brachii. On the posterior side of the arm, you've got triceps brachii. Now sandwiched in between the biceps brachii and the triceps brachii, you have another muscle. This guy right here, the brachialis. You then have this one here, which is like the muscle of the forearm, and it's found on your thumb side, brachioradialis, because it's like, well, that's where your radius would be. Two groups of muscles left over when we're talking about the forearm. Carpal flexors make this movement. Carpal extensors along the back of the arm. Extend your fingers, okay? So that's everything for the arm. Now we move on to the legs here. I'm just going to put that guy back. Okay. So we have the gluteus maximus. Deep to that is the gluteus medius. Okay. This guy here is the gluteus medius. Now, groups of muscles. 4, 3, 3. 4 quadriceps, 3 adductors, 3 hamstrings. 4 quadriceps are vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, rectus femoris, and deep to the rectus femoris is the vastus intermedius. Okay, so there's your 4 quadriceps. 4 adductor muscles. Adductor longus. Right there's your adductor longus. Gracilis is this medial long muscle of the thigh. The gracilis, right there. You can also see adductor longus here, and the gracilis here, running down the thigh.
Can you show the longest again?
Yeah, adductor longus is this one right here, and this one on this model. You also have another adductor, adductor magnus, which on the little muscle man, it's that tiny little one, number 33. It's adductor magnus. But you can get a better view from him from the posterior side under the butt. Right here. Right
Too
where my...
far up the privates.
I know, right?
It's the magnus.
That's the adductor magnus. On this guy, you can see him right here. Adductor magnus, adductor magnus. Okay. So then 3 more left for our groups. Hamstrings. On the lateral thigh, you've got this right here. And this guy is the biceps femoris. Going medial, we have this one, which actually is 2. There's one on top, one on the bottom. This top one is semitendinosus, and underneath it, you can kind of see right here, the other one that's squished underneath, semimembranosus. Those are the 3 main groups. Now, the 2 muscles that kind of don't fit in anywhere are the sartorius, the strap-like muscle, and the tensor fascia latae, which is this guy right there.
It's your Starbucks drink.
Starbucks drink, yep.
It's white.
Take mine Irish. Shot of Jameson in there. Huh?
Coffee drink.
Yeah, like a latte.
Like a latte. Because it's latte.
There's something else. Okay.
I said it's his coffee drink.
Okay. Yeah, it's my Irish coffee drink. Shot of Jameson in there. Start the day. Okay.
Hey, I'm filming this.
Oh, whoops.
So am I. It's okay. My son's gonna watch it too.
It's okay. If there's a student appreciation day or a teacher appreciation day, you know what to get me now.
Right.
So this guy right here, this tendon, patellar tendon. Okay. Keep going down. We've got this guy here on the slightly lateral side of the tibia, like where your shin is. Okay, this is the tibialis anterior. Flip them around. Gastrocnemius. It's your calf muscle. Underneath the calf muscle, you've got another muscle here. Soleus.
Is that the one that connects to your Achilles tendon?
Yep, right down here is your Achilles tendon.
Okay.
And I believe that's
The
everything.
tibialis anterior.
Tibialis anterior.
What if
is
we
this
just put
guy.
tibialis and forget the anterior?
It's got to be anterior because there are other ones involved here. There's a couple other muscles that could be.
Oh.
So got to be as specific as possible. And so that's pretty much everything, I believe. It's going to be fair game for the quiz, okay?
Cool.
So there you go.
So is it that it may be on the cadaver or it may be on the small one or it may be on the large one?
Yep.
It's no, so we probably have something we're pointing out on the large one, something we're pointing out on the small one.